This is Trace FM first with a hit. And as I promised you, we have Amaz right here with the one and only Rise. I told you, I always keep my promises. I told you. So best believe this hour is going to be crazy. Please say hi to the people. Say hi to the people.
Hello. How you
Good
guys
morning.
people? How are the people?
Wagwan Nairobi.
Hey, welcome to Trace City.
Thank you so much for having us.
Please introduce yourselves.
My name is Amaz.
Yes.
I am a rapper, producer, sound engineer, clearly a fashion guru or something.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we are AMW, Africa's Most Wanted, and we're here to share little things that we're working on with you.
Okay.
My name is Rise, R-I-Z-E, Reaching Impassable Zenith Elevations. And I'm a lyricist, rapper, songwriter, digital marketer, co-founder, and all-round superhero.
Okay.
I need to get a better introduction. That was so much better than mine. Oh my goodness.
Now, when did your love for music start?
When did my love for music start?
Yeah.
I'd like to be all egotistical and say it started when I was battle rapping in high school.
Okay.
But it probably started when listening to my mom sing, in
Oh,
the house,
really?
Yeah, my mom sings a lot in the house.
So,
Gospel songs.
who would you say was your inspiration apart from your mom?
Who was my inspiration?
Yeah.
When I started music, I started listening to a lot of Jay-Z, Issa. So yeah, that was my inspiration when I started music.
But high school was the moment you're like, yo, I think I can do this.
Yeah, I mean, that was the point I realized this is all I could do.
Rise?
I would say it started as soon as I knew about music. Way back when I was maybe like 3-4 years old. My first time recording was on the answering machine, the digital answering machine
Oh, yeah?
that we had at home. I was like 7.
Oh.
And I got into, my first time in a studio was around middle school. I was like 13 or 14 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then I started really taking it seriously in 2015, towards the end of high school.
So high school was the point Jay-Z came through with the album, The Blueprint, what?
Blueprint 3. That was actually, I don't even know why you brought that up, but that was actually the first album that I ever bought.
Yeah?
That I ever took my own money. I was like, yo, I have to get this album.
So that's when you were like, oh, man, this sounds awesome and dope.
Yes, I need to get on this.
Okay, tell us what happened after that.
After I got the Blueprint 3, I started listening to rock.
Oh, okay.
blame my sister for that one, I started listening to rock, and we created a rock band in high school, a hip-hop rock band. It was called City of Angels.
Oh, it was a hip-hop
Yes.
rock band.
Yeah, it was a rock band, and with me, I brought the hip-hop. We weren't exactly a hip-hop rock band, but I brought the hip-hop.
Okay.
So, yeah, we used to perform in little battle of the bands and, little shows. So, yeah, me and my friend right there.
You won. Just tell me you won.
Yuka.
Yeah, she should stop being modest and
don't
just
be
say.
modest.
Hey, listen, we came first from the third, But yeah, it was a great experience. That was exactly what got me into making music and wanting to make more music. Cause I saw the reaction and I was like, oh.
Was that after pursuing a degree or was it?
No, that was before. No, that was right before.
Okay.
Yes.
Then you went.
And then I went to do sound engineering.
All
in
that
Cape
was through the love and the rock hip hop group.
I mean,
How did that happen?
I mean, at that point, I was really getting into production. He's the one who got me into producing beats and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out Yuka. Yeah, so he's the one who got me into producing beats. We used to make beats at my house, and I was like, man, we really need to make these sound better.
Yeah.
We need to make these sound more professional. And so I started, my mom was like, bro, you need to get some papers on you.
Oh.
Because she was constantly telling me, man, you need to go to school. Because, I mean, for her, it's, with educational background that most of our parents have, it's like, hey, Manze.
Was she very specific on the music or just any?
No, she was specific on everything but. But, I mean, persistence and, I guess, determination will also,
So she was cool with
convince,
sound engineering as long as you just went to school.
Yeah, I mean, sound engineering sounds more, it sounds more
Professional.
than, hey, I'm a rapper.
Okay, you went abroad.
Yes, actually, I grew up abroad. Most of my childhood I grew up in Atlanta. and I was back and forth, Atlanta, Nairobi.
How many years was that?
Around 7 years in total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my whole childhood has been scattered back and forth. And I think I give thanks I ended up permanently in Kenya, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be here right now.
So you have seen how the music industry works there.
Yes, definitely.
How different is it?
It's a bigger fish. It's a bigger pool of fish. You're still a fish in a pond, but that's not a pond. It's an ocean.
Oh.
So if you want to make it there, you have to have some kind of machinery behind you. Even if you're an independent artist, most independent artists actually don't have. I mean, most independent artists there who say they're independent actually have a lot of backing. They're not genuinely independent.
It's not like here when you're independent, you're independent.
By yourself.
Yeah. I think here, if you can make it here on this scale of Nairobi or Kenya in general, you can make it anywhere. Yeah.
I guess that's why they say Kenyans, they can make it anywhere outside Kenya.
This is true.
Yeah.
So which was the first song?
The first song in our assault of releases was Crowns Part 2.
That's after South Africa, then you came back?
I mean, after South Africa, I did a couple of releases. I released Crowns Part 1. That was right after I released my EP, Half Man, Half Amazing.
Yeah.
And this year, when we started the AMW campaign, so our first release was Crowns Part 2. And with Kavinya.
Yeah.
Shout out Kavinya.
Shout out Kavinya.
Wait, tell us about AMW. Please.
Africa's Most Wanted.
How did you come to think of, I need to have this, like it makes sense?
I mean, as he just mentioned,
yeah,
machinery. You need some machinery in this game to have, to be an independent artist pulling up to meet corporates, to meet people who are already in the industry. They're already looking down on you, because you don't necessarily have much to offer, you know. But when you create your own table, when you furnish your own house with your own table and bring your own things, bring your own stools, bring your own, then you have some leverage and some call,
That requires some level of confidence. Like you just came out of school and you're like, yo.
Hey man, listen.
Confidence in planning. It also takes a lot of planning.
It takes faith. We're here. We got this far.
Yeah.
I mean, if God got us here, we will get somewhere else. So I mean, that's our mentality. You just take it one day at a time, 0 to 10, instead of trying to get 0 to 100.
True. So what are some of the challenges you faced while building and growing AMW?
I would actually phrase it as challenges we face as artists, because forming AMW was a response to those challenges.
Okay.
So the main challenges are like resourcing, gathering a dependable photographer, a dependable videographer, set designer. Overall, like combining these resources to give a good quality product.
So it's a proper team.
Yes, definitely. What we're trying to do as AMW, we've stepped back as individuals, as entrepreneurs and as business-minded people, and we've decided to solve the problems that artists face for ourselves instead of looking for help elsewhere.
Okay.
So if we solve these problems ourselves, then we'll be able to take it to another level with support from someone who's seen the proof of concept.
So when was AMW formed, and by who?
Last year. It was Amaz's brainchild. It started in last year. Or I would say the idea came during the Corona times, lockdown.
Yeah.
And we started planning last year, strategizing, and then we just give thanks to God for keeping us healthy and strong. And this year is when we decided to roll things out.
Okay. So Crowns Part 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about it.
It was more of a coming of age kind of song. That's what he calls it.
Yeah.
Because it was more serious than the other stuff that I'd released before. And it was like, especially with the hook.
Yeah.
I mean, especially after 2020, we all went through a bit,
Yeah.
And so it was like, man, I really need to get up and get my ish together.
Yeah.
So that's literally what the hook says.
It's a very positive song.
I need to get up and fix my crown. So I hit up Kavi and told him, man, I need you to help me out here. And she helped me regardless of being so busy and whatnot. And give thanks, So that's the song Crowns Part 2. And it was just my talking to myself more even, you know. It's like, hey man, you need to get up. I'm here with you. I got you. So yeah.
And it sounds amazing, especially the vocals.
Thank you so much.
How long did it take to create the whole song?
I mean, I made the beat a while back, probably last year, June, around this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wrote everything. I'd actually recorded my hook, and then I listened to the hook. I was like, this is nice.
Damn, sounds good.
This is okay. And I played it for my friends, you know. I played it for the guys, and they were like, oh, bro, this is cool. This is nice. So when are you going to get a singer?
Oh, wow.
I'm like, bro, this is a finished product. You know? So, like, that's exactly when I was like, all right, Kavi, come here, help me. And yes, so she did that in about a
Did you have,
days
like,
and whatnot.
any other options, or you were like, I think she's the best
I
for
knew
this track?
I did have one or two other options, but she was the better option.
Yeah.
Yeah, one, and she was eager to do it.
Okay.
So then you got to work with those people who want to work with you. Love those who love you.
We have an AMW tag.
Okay.
I'm the AMW tag. AMW.
There we have it right there. Now, you came back to Kenya.
Yes.
And then?
I came back to Kenya and I was just trying to rap battle every rapper that I could see.
How old were you at that time?
I was about 14.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about 14. So I came back for high school. And when I came back, I tried as much as possible to find out what was on the scene, who was popping, who's skilled, you know.
Yeah.
So I ended up in a few rap battles and introduced me to other artists who are also really talented and determined. And then I ended up in the same school with Amaz.
Yeah.
And then people in our school basically linked us up, and that's how we started working on music together way back.
Also, y'all have known each other since high school.
Yeah, we've known each other for about 10 years now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense now. Makes sense why you're business partners.
Yeah.
Now you started making music.
Yeah.
As a solo independent artist, or did you like properly get into it after AMW?
Actually, when we met in high school, we formed a unit called Vibe City. It was me, Amaz, our producer over there, you can see him, Yuka, and another singer.
Yuka, your name is being mentioned a lot. I don't know if we should get a mic for you.
He's the magic behind the music.
The mic should have been here.
So we formed a group, we recorded, got a lot of recording experience at the time.
Question, was it the same time period with City of Angels?
No, that was right before.
That was right
Oh,
before.
okay.
So this was like right between that and him going to Cape Town. So we recorded, had some good recording experience, but we never got around to releasing it because it wasn't to the quality we wanted. We've always known the degree of quality we want.
Yeah.
So long story short, he went to Cape Town after that, and I got active on the scene over here. So I've been releasing some music as a solo artist for quite some time.
Yeah.
And that's how basically I got known and basically earned my stripes in this little bubble that we call an industry in Nairobi.
So what are some of the biggest challenges independent artists face?
Apart from resourcing, which I mentioned before, I think also being taken seriously by I hate using this word, but the gatekeepers, the people who make decisions and the people who control the money that's supposed to be circulating down here for the artists.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cartelism and a lot of, from personal experience, I've realized a lot of gatekeepers are former artists who didn't make it, or former artists maybe who decided to find another route into the industry.
Yeah.
And in Kenya, most of these gatekeepers and people who are supposed to play important roles, they try very much to be the stars themselves when they don't realize that there's an important role they can play to create stars.
Is it because they're scared of competition, or maybe the niche is actually very small?
I think there's an artificial shortage or scarcity of resources, money, and leverage.
It's resources.
Yeah,
right?
It's more like an artificial shortage. Like I said, there's a lot of cartels.
So did you have any challenges or hardships in making music? Are you a producer? Can you produce music?
No, but I'm learning. I'm learning, but I what I specialize in is songwriting and lyricism.
Okay, tell us about costing.
Coasting is my most recent release. I think it released 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's basically a hype song. I wrote it at a time when I felt like I'm confident in my own zone. I'm confident in what I do. And that's basically what I said in the hook. I'm in my zone, I'm coasting. Actually, when I wrote the hook, it wasn't about the coast.
Yeah.
But also the lyrics kind of support that vibe, that coast vibe. I was just saying like coasting, like, coasting means moving at your own pace. You know?
So what was the creative process, and how long did it take for you to create the track?
The song, actually, I wrote it just at the spur of the moment. The hook came first, and usually when the hook comes first, it's easy to write the verses because the hook sets the pace.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Please, let's listen to it before we get to the project.
And it's produced by Amaz.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not pretend.
No, I have a question. I think this song is very personal. You need to tell us. Please give us the deets. Come on. No, I have to put you on the spot like that.
There's a lot of personal information in there.
Who broke your heart? Who broke your heart?
If anything, we broke each other's hearts.
Oh.
It's one of those hot potatoes kind of situations.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
The hot potato landed on the floor.
At his hand. Now, both of you have an awesome, amazing project. Please tell us about it.
So, after this 10-week campaign that we've been rocking out here, we can't just let that go just like that.
Yeah.
So we've been working on our own projects. Yeah, so that's my own project, his project.
Yeah.
But we don't want to just put it out there just like that.
Okay.
We want to build the hype for it, because it deserves, because that's the kind of work that it does, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know when you have something and
Yeah.
I'm not just trying to throw this out there. And that's where we currently at with the work that we're working on, with the thing that we're working on. So after this, there's a lot of metaverse things coming. We playing with some Ethereum money. So we're trying to, exactly step into that world.
Oh, really?
With our new work rather than just stick to the old.
Rather than listen to my new song, here's the link.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to make the listener a part of the experience.
So I bet the listener is asking, what is this thing you're working on together? You're thing we're working, the thing. So I bet they're wondering.
It's a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's not just one thing, but it's a lot of things, but they're all attached.
Okay.
And that's why I'm saying metaverse, wank. That's the whole point. We don't want to just release music to the public where in that old kind of fashion where we just earn what they want to give us.
Yeah.
And by they, I mean the gatekeepers that he was talking about, by the industry and how the industry sets up what you need to be paid because you're an artist and this is what we've set aside for you.
Yeah.
But more like building with our fans.
Okay.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So having the fans be a part of the thing itself.
So how many tracks does this thing have?
How many?
Yeah.
How many tracks does this thing have?
Yeah.
A bunch.
A lot.
A bunch.
And the releases already started, or
Not
is
yet.
it about
Not yet.
to?
This is like the beginning.
This is like
the
Ooh,
genesis.
so 2022 is about to be.
We ain't even gotten off the treadmill.
Yeah.
Yo,
We came for a workout. We haven't even gotten off the treadmill.
Yeah.
Bro, have we even stretched yet?
Still being stretched.
hey, come on!
Pull out the yoga mat, please.
Please tell us about Live and Die.
So Live and Die was my first release of the year, and it was like it was another coming of age kind of exhibition, I would say. I wanted to display my thoughts and my feelings at the time, and my state of mind in terms of like I got tired of looking for opportunities and just wanted to, any day in the track I say any day could be the day that I die.
True.
So I would not want to live without giving it my all and just going for what I want.
I think it's a very motivational track because if you're feeling very good, you get to appreciate being in that moment.
Yes.
And if you're having negative thoughts, it like tells you, this could be the day. I think it's a really amazing track.
To get up, it's now.
So when did you release it?
That was mid-May.
Mid-May.
Yeah, mid-May. That was the beginning of the campaign that we're on right
That was
now.
the second track.
No, we need to listen to
that was
it.
actually,
Yeah,
my
let's
second
listen
track.
to it. It's your second
my
track.
first track, but the second track from the AMW camp.
So where can we find you? Where can we follow you and be updated on the music releases and everything?
Okay, so right before we get to the metaverse, you can follow us for myself personally. That's Book of Amaz across all platforms.
Yeah.
And for the AMW, that's A.M.W_records.
Can we talk about the metaverse for a minute?
Talk to me.
Please give us some details on that.
Okay, so I mean, the metaverse is just how us artists who are tired of receiving the 0.0001s from distros and from streaming services are looking towards as the revolution. So we're trying to release our music through NFTs rather than just hey, check my SoundCloud link. So, and that's what I meant about making the fan a part of the process.
Yeah.
So now they can buy it and also earn from the music as it grows.
Oh, okay.
And so so rather than just the old school way of listening to someone's record and all you can do is enjoy it and that's it.
Yeah.
You can imagine if that song got so many and you own just a little piece of it.
That's amazing, though.
You own some kind of land, you know?
Oh.
In the metaverse.
Wow.
So it's an investment more than just
A platform.
something that you can listen to, and that's what we want for the people who take in AMWs.
So AMW has two artists, right?
As of now, yes.
Are there any plans? Have you seen any talent, or you just want to grow it first of all like that before?
Yeah, we've seen one or two.
Yeah?
But there's a few people where we got our eyes on, and but we do want to grow this first.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's easier to steer a moving car. So let's get the car moving and then
Before you get people on board.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. Rise.
Yes.
What are your plans? First of all, where can we find you online, your music?
My handle all over the internet at RealRise254.
Yeah.
Rise spelled RIZE.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And have any projects coming?
Yes, in 2 days, my latest release called Rada, produced by the two gentlemen you see over here, Yuka and Amaz.
Yuka.
This guy should have had a check of the guitar, but
Yeah.
So actually, we have the pleasure and honors of exclusively. Please give us the
It's my first love song of the year, so you guys better go play that.
okay personal experience.
hey, yo,
I
it's
bet.
cold right now, so I mean,
Best
you're
best
about to be
timing, right?
responsible for a lot of children next year.
It's been a pleasure having you guys
Thank
here.
you so much. We
I've had
appreciate
so
it.
much fun. Please
Yes.
introduce
So
the song.
the next song that's about to play is Rada by Rise, produced by Blackcurrant, aka Yuka and Amaz, and it's my first love song of the year.
There we
I
go.
like to call it R and Bounce.
Oh, okay, okay.